Should we call Ed?
I was going to say, you brought up Ed Kelce.
We got to go to Ed Kelce for this one.
Hey, what's up?
Dad.
Yeah.
Travis and I are on the podcast right now. We want your advice.
Okay.
What would Ed Kelce's reaction to Travis out in public telling some strangers that you stole him?
What would my reaction be?
Yeah.
That's number one.
In a special episode of the New Heights podcast, Jason Kelce unexpectedly made a phone call to his brother's father, Ed Kelce. This left Travis Kelce, the younger brother known for his vibrant and humorous personality, in a state of utter surprise. From the moment Jason picked up the phone and dialed the number, Travis showed his surprise on his face. His eyes widened, his mouth dropped open, and he immediately stared at his brother in disbelief. "Oh my God, what are you doing?" Travis blurted out, raising his hands to his head in amazement. When Ed Kelce's deep voice rang out on the other end of the line, Travis seemed unable to contain his emotions. He burst out laughing, constantly turning to look at Jason with a mixture of disbelief and excitement. "You really just called your dad on the podcast?" he asked in disbelief. Jason, with a calmer demeanor, just smiled and continued the conversation with his dad. Meanwhile, Travis continuously reacted with humorous expressions, sometimes covering his face, sometimes leaning back in his chair laughing hysterically, sometimes throwing his arms up in the air as if asking, "What's going on?" The appearance of Mr. Ed Kelce on the call not only made the podcast special but also brought a very genuine moment between the two brothers. Travis, although shocked, still couldn't hide his joy when hearing his dad's familiar voice. Finally, he burst out laughing and said, "Dad, I didn't think this call would happen on the podcast." This moment quickly became a memorable highlight of the podcast, not only because of Travis Kelce's humor and expressive reactions, but also because of the warm family bond between the three Kelce father and son. On Tuesday, it was revealed that the New Heights podcast was named Best Sports Podcast during the 2025 iHeart Podcast Awards. The announcement came from Amazon's podcast network, Wondery, which signed a $100 million deal to broadcast the Kelce Brothers show. The Kelce brothers aren't the only winners, however. Jason's wife, Kylie Kelce, earned top honors for her 3-month-old show Not Gonna Lie, which won the Best Emerging Podcast award. Kylie's podcast launched in December with Wave Sports Entertainment. Fans sent their approval of Travis and Jason's achievement as well as the latter's wife's accomplishment. "Congratulations to all of you. Your win is well deserved," one wrote. "Congrats to you all. I love listening every week," a second commented.